Hey guys, new week. This is actually Spirit Week. So depends on when you watch this, but I got my pajamas on. Now these are pajamas my kids got me. They put Papa Bear, my wife got one that says Mama Bear. And I got my flannel pajama pants. So yeah, nice and relaxing pajama day for Spirit Week. I mean, I tell you, most of the time I'm in pajamas or at least sweatpants. I haven't really worn jeans much at all. I haven't had my dress clothes out, obviously, since school's been out. So nice and relaxing time, but hope everybody's doing okay. I know it's just a crazy time, and I know I miss you guys. I'm sure you all miss each other. And the good thing is, guys, all you guys will be in pre-calc next year. And I've already got my schedule for next year, and I'll be teaching all the pre-calc classes. So we'll be together next year. I know it's a bummer the way this year ended, but next fall, we'll see you there, okay? Now, we're actually going back to some review things. We actually kind of finished all the content that's on the exam. And, without quizzes and tests and stuff, we were able to move a lot faster on these videos. So I'm actually done with the content that's in the exam, okay? So this exponential functions, hopefully this kind of comes back to you. Now, we are going to just fill in a table here of values. Now, I could pick any numbers for x. Remember, input, we're going to input for x, and then the answer we get would be the output for y. But now they actually give this to us in a table, and this was multiple choice, obviously, on the exam is multiple choice. But basically, they give you these four numbers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the same four numbers. Now, they do also give you zero, but remember, we're putting the numbers in the exponent. Remember, zero exponent doesn't do anything. So remember, 3 to the 0 becomes a 1. 1 times 9 would be 9. So 0 would just be 9. So I'm not going to worry about doing exponent of 0, but we can do these other ones, and these are going to be good to practice. Now, so guys, remember what we're doing. So in for x, I'm going to put a -2. Now remember, I've got a multiply, then I've got an exponent. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Exponent happens before, before we multiply. So on the next line, I've got 9. 9 times. Now again, I'm going to do 3 to the -2 power. Remember, guys, with a negative power, we have to think about that 3 as a fraction, so like 3 over 1. But remember, negative power flips it over, remember, and now it's a positive exponent of 2. So that -2 exponent, remember, can't stay negative. It has to flip to the bottom, become positive. Okay, so now I've got 9 times. See, now that it's a positive exponent, I can multiply that. So 3 squared is 9. Now again, if I think about, 9 as a fraction, I really have a 9 in the numerator and a 9 in the denominator. I mean, they really right there, cancel each other. I mean, remember, when you cancel, they become 1. So what do I have here? I've got 1 over 1 or just 1. So -2 gave us a value of 1. Okay? Now, again, we can slowly kind of go back here and just change some of the steps. So now we're going to plug in a -1 for x. So again, we're just going through our x's one at a time. So I put a -1. Now again, that's still a negative exponent, so I have to turn it positive, so it goes on the bottom. So 3 to the -1 goes to the bottom, 3 to the positive 1. Now again, 3 to the 1 power doesn't change. Okay, now again, I can think of 9 over 1. 3 goes into 9, leaves a 3, so actually 3 is my answer. Boom, right there. Okay, and we can keep going here. Okay, now 3 to the positive 1. Now here's the thing. because that, excuse me, because that 3 is a positive one, I don't have to flip it over. So just 3 to the 1 power is 3. 9 times 3, 27. Boom. Okay? And again, we'll keep moving pretty quick here. This is not that hard. Now I'm going to plug in a 2. Now again, you remember, you're still doing exponent first. So 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 9, 81. Boom. There we go. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Now I'm going to move a little quicker because actually, remember, I only have these videos. I can't be more than 15 minutes. We're doing okay. We're about 6 minutes right now. So, but I want to make sure I have enough time, show you your homework and stuff like that. Okay, very similar, guys. We're going to do our table for -2, -1, 1, and 2. Okay. Now, again, a lot of this stuff is the same. Okay, now you can see I got a different equation. Okay, it's kind of backwards from the one we did before. Now the 9 is being squared. Okay, 3 times. Okay, I gotta think of that as a fraction. Flip that over. 9 squared on the bottom. I'm going to move sideways because I got this one. So I really have 3 over 1 times 1 over, okay, 9 squared, 81. Okay, now again, 3 in the numerator, 81 in the denominator, they can cancel into each other. 3 goes down to 1. 3 goes into 81 27 times. So actually, 1 over 27. Okay, that is the answer right there. 1 over 27. Okay, so 1 over 27. Okay, I'm going to change that now to a -1 for x. So again, I'm inputting, remember, inputting x. Okay, again, that's a negative, so it has to move to the bottom, become a positive. So I really have 3 over 1 times, okay, 9 to the 1 stays just 9. Again, just like the last one, 3 goes into 9. This time just 3 times. So what's left is just 1 in the numerator. 1 times 3, 1/3. Okay? So 1/3 is what we get from the -1. Okay, let's keep going back. Erase what we don't need. Now see, I'm not going to need that fraction because this time I put in a positive. Okay, 9 to the 1 power is just 9. There's no fraction because I didn't have a negative that I had to flip over. 3 times 9, 27. Boom. That was 27. Okay. Again, 3 squared, or 9 squared. So I'm putting a +2 now in for x. So 3 times, okay, 9 squared, 81. Okay, 3 times 81. Now, again, I'm a trained professional, so I can do this in my head. Use your calculator. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3. Boom, 243. Don't try that at home. You might hurt something. Anyway, no, just kidding. So again, that's the answer. So there's our table. Now, here we go. Now, we're going to do a fraction one together, and then you're going to have a fraction one for your homework. Okay, very much the same. We're doing a table here for x and y, -2, -1, 1, and 2. Okay, so we've got y equals 3. Now, here's what's interesting, guys. We have a fraction to start with, don't we? I have a fraction to start with a negative power. Remember, a negative power flips it over. So what we have now would be 3 times, I'm going to flip this over, 9 over 1 to the 2 power, which really that 1 doesn't do anything. So what I have left is just 3 times 9 squared, which we just did, is 81. We just did 3 times 81, 243. So look, it's kind of, because we have a fraction now, it's sort of going backwards on this, isn't it? Okay? Now again, I'm going to shortcut here for the sake of time, because a lot of the steps are the same. Okay, again, I've got a -1. I got to flip it over to a +1. Again, 1/9, the -1 flips over. That power 1 becomes positive now. Okay, so 3 times, okay, whoop, just seeing if you're watching. 9 to the 1 is 9. 3 times 9, 27. Look, you can kind of see this is just going backwards from this one, isn't it? Again, because I've got I really have the reciprocal, don't I? 9 becomes 1/9. That's going to change everything. Okay, now watch what happens here. This is going to be interesting. Because now I got a +1, which means I'm not going to flip. That's a positive. I'm not going to flip anything. So just stays 1/9 to the 1, which doesn't do anything. So 3 times, remember now, because that stays a fraction, I got to think of 3 as a fraction, like we did earlier. Okay, 3 goes into 9 3 times, 1/3. Okay. Okay, last one. Okay, this time it's a 2. So again, that 1 down here becomes a 2. Okay, so I've got that. I can think of that as 3/1 times 1/9 squared, we know is 81. 3 goes into 81 27 times. We've already done that a couple times. So what's left is 1/27. Okay, now again, I went through that pretty quick. I mean, you can obviously pause and look back over some of the steps, okay, and make sure that you have it down, okay? But in general, exponents, remember, negative exponents do the reciprocal. Positive exponents just stay the same. If you have a whole number and a fraction, make the whole number into a fraction over 1, and then just cancel, cross-cancel, okay? Okay, we're about at 12 minutes, so we're pretty good. We got 3 extra minutes here. Okay, here is your homework problem. Okay, you're going to take y equals 9 to the 1/3 to the x power for -2, -1, 1, and 2. Okay, just make a little table, or just, yeah, I mean, entering this into the journal, just do your best. I know it's hard to make a table in the journal. Just give me your answers the best you can, okay? Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.